Tonight, a downtown apartment complex is on edge after a bullet shattered a sliding glass door overnight. It happened just steps from some of the city's busiest bars, raising new questions about safety in places where people live, work, and spend their weekends. 5 on your side's Laura Barczewski talked with a concerned neighbor at the 11th and Spruce Apartments and their alderwoman, Laura.
Mike, St. Louis police say there weren't any injuries reported. However, these residents are getting even more worried after these problems have hit so close to home.
St. Louis police say just after midnight on Labor Day, officers responded to the 11th and Spruce Apartments after someone heard a loud pop and their glass patio doors shattered. Officers say they found shell casings outside the apartment building and took them into evidence. A resident who reached out to us wanted to remain anonymous for his safety.
And when I walked out onto my balcony this morning, I was able to see all of the broken glass down there. There's been no communication from our property manager about that, but it is a holiday.
Police say they are currently conducting a forensic review to see if the weapon has been used in other shots fired incidents across the city in hopes it may lead them to whoever pulled the trigger. SLMPD Director of Public Affairs Mitch McCoy said in a statement any type of gun crime is concerning and District 4 commanders will work closely with SLMPD's crime analysis on a possible operational plan to address any potential issue. The resident says over the last few months they've seen an increase in disturbances outside their building and Wheelhouse Bar next door.
Typically when Wheelhouse closes, which is at 3 a.m., between the hours of about 1 to 3 a.m., sometimes even to 4 a.m., there's pretty loud car engine noises and drag racing that happens around the property here. And then it's pretty common that there's large crowds that are gathering between 2 a.m., 3 a.m.
On New Year's Day, an off-duty officer from St. Francis County working security at the bar shot and killed a person after a large fight outside the bar. The resident says all of this combined has them even more worried than before.
Knowing that there's exchange of gunfire happening on the streets and that a bullet could so easily enter and do that type of damage to the unit definitely raises, I think, concerns about safety. And that obviously goes beyond just annoyance of cars revving engines.
Ward 8 Alderwoman Jamie Cox-Antwi sent a statement saying, quote, "The city is aware of the increased nuisance activity near late-night entertainment venues. The safety of downtown residents is a priority, and we're working closely with law enforcement to address these ongoing concerns." I reached out to the public relations specialist for Wheelhouse, and I also reached out to the property management agency and did not hear back tonight. Reporting live downtown, Laura Barczewski, 5 on your side.